Nishukishe mta dere wauru wa mta wanataka choma na mikiase mta dere wauru wa mta wanataka choma na mikiase moshi kubwa kibiriti
podcast TV maze, and I'm your host today, Curious kwenye flow hapa. I hope you guys are doing great this week. It has been a very long 2 weeks maze. I know I hadn't dropped an episode last week, but due to technical issues and hitches hapa na pale haingemake. But anyway, hii wiki tumerudi strong mbaya maze. I had missed you guys. I hope you're all doing great on this fine Saturday, on this fine beautiful day. And bruh, so much has been happening this past 2 weeks in the entertainment industry around in Africa, Kenya, around the world. There's so much happening maze, but you will always find the most entertaining news kizungu na mele bwana news right here at the Atmost Entertainment Podcast TV maze. Let's get right onto it. Last week bedhe tulikuwa tumefanya last week but one unaona hata venye nafikiria ni kama nili drop more episode last week but we had talked about upcoming artists, and that was part 1. This is going to be part 2 of upcoming artists in Kenya maze. I have so much joy that I'm seeing nafurahi tu kuona ma artists maze wakienda all out, just creating their music, just doing their best. And if there's one thing I love about this year is the fact that our sound has become even more finer and richer. Buddha, if you kama ujasikiza akina Brandy mse bedhe, big shout out to Brandy. That woman Brandy, I should bring you on this podcast and tell me your journey bana, and just tell the audience your journey, because you are a dope ass artist. Na pia nimeona Nyashinsky drop a single today. I hope you guys are going to go and listen to it, because this guy is a goat. He's a GOAT mbaya sana. And if you haven't listened to any albums of late, I can recommend Matata album, and it's one of the best albums that is out this month by my people. And also there are so many artists dropping projects bana. Last week as I talked about upcoming artists, I mentioned Shari last week but one, I mentioned Shari, I mentioned Boulevard and so many other upcoming artists. But today as I continue with talking to you about artists, there is one group I'm going to mention. But before that, I'm going to tell you guys, by the way, if you haven't subscribed or commented or shared, this is your time to do that. Share with your friends, share with your family, share this episode with everyone on your contact list. And that's how we're going to make this podcast ivume hata zaidi, because we need this type of content on these platforms to promote our artists. Anyway, so there are a few things I'd like to mention about upcoming artists, and I hope you guys can relate na mwone kwenye mneza unaweza agree na kwenye una disagree, comment section yuko hapo chini. Anyway, so far the kind of trajectory that I'm seeing upcoming artists going with, my people, msichoke hata kidogo juu mimi napenda content yenu nyi wote. There's nothing that I've had so far that is just huyu wanasema nini, And by the way, this week there has been a conversation. There's a guy on the net that did a data analysis of music around the evolution of music around Africa, from SA, Nigeria, Kenya, and also the people who have done research on not just generally research, but they have observed that our music is being played around East Africa more than it's being played in Kenya. How sad. Let's be honest, by the way. I know Kenyan people are very receiving people, if I may say that. And if there's one thing we receive a lot is other cultures music. But yetu tunakatanga. Ni kama tunaonanga ule ni Yesu fulani, na tutakangi Yesu. Unajua Hivyo ndo Israeli, my Jewish and wa Israeli walikuwa hako wanataka Yesu, walikuwa wali decide tu jamaa mazee anabonga tu ushonde tu hapa. So lazima aoneshe yenyewe hata wewe buda wajui kitu, and that's what we have been doing to our artists, and it's so sad that we can do that, because if artists can come huku walipe more than 10M, more than 3M for a few minutes, buda, why can't we do that for our artists? Do you know how much that would contribute to the society right now as a whole, and how much it would not only promote the people who are really struggling in the artistry side, but it will bring out our best. Like unajua, okay, before, actually there's a group I'm going to mention, and there's a reason why I picked this particular group for as an example of why we really need to protect our artists. But before that, I need to mention that for resources to become better and for our music to become worldwide music, like unaona venye Afrobeat iko sahi ama piano sahi venye imevuma, the only way for Kenyan music to actually get to that level is only one, and one only: provide resources for our artists. And I'm not just saying provide in terms of ati wapatie tu do. No. Give them the space. Unaget, if you don't give them the space, you won't be able to get these artists to do to be able to make to be able to evolve the music industry, you know. And if there's one thing I've really learned so far is our artists, the reasons why there are several reasons why they are not getting the flowers that they deserve. But one of the things that I'll mention is that gatekeeping too much. Hata siku gatekeep ni hiyo ku favor other nations and countries rather than your own, and it's a very sad situation. But there is light in the end of this tunnel, and I will give you that light. It's here at the Atmost Entertainment Podcast. I'm going to be showcasing every single artist that has been proving themselves worth of us listen. Not even worth, hata si lazima ajiprove. Mtu yote tu ni artist, nipate tu jinake mahali, nitamshowcase hapa. Simple and clear. That's all. That's what I can be able to contribute to this industry. If you can also do the same, please do. All these TV stations, radio zote. And tukiendelea kuna historia upcoming artists, kuna hiyo group moja nimeshinda nimeongea. I know one of those band members personally, if I may say. We are friends, but tumepoteana kidogo. But I really I follow his journey. I follow their journey. The journey as a band, and the journey the band I'm talking about is Watendawili. Maze. Oh, these people. Mshaona wase wakiperform. I've gone to one of their events, and they're just amazing. Maze vibe yao, your ambience, like everything about them is just amazing. Kuna ngoma moja najaribu kukumbuka ilikuwa vya Batobo. It was like walikuwa wanacheza hiyo kitu, watu walikuwa wanaenda wild na show. And that is one of my most favorite bands right now after Sauti Sol. Let me be honest with you guys. The band is like number 3 for me, but Watendawili is number 2. And one of the okay, if you don't know who Watendawili are, it's they are a band who were formerly known as Kaskazini. There were 3 people, but now 2. So there was Israel and Eugene. Yawa. Waya. Isa Eugene bro. Ukiona kama nimeisema vibaya nipigia tu, ni comment tu hapo chini uniambie niache ufala bra. Hivyo tu. But right now these guys are an amazing group, and kuna project they had produced last year around June, inajita Love Language. It's an EP. You guys just go and watch the type of music these guys have been producing, and they're just dope music. So upcoming artists in Kenya have not been really given that space so that they can be able to grow and also to showcase who they are. And if there's one thing I love about Kenyan music is the diversity. Nashindanga nimemention ni kitu. The diversity and variety is so much and so big. And kuna wase nilikuwa nachiki mahali wakisema ati Kenya, actually not Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, and some other countries zinacheza gengeton kwa maklabu and radio stations more than they play their own music. Which is so funny, cause by the story at TZ by the neza question juu bongo is a huge thing muko, and those artists venye wanalipangwa si mchezo, as in they have made their industry is just legit, and that's how Kenya we need to be able to bring our music to that close. Yani kwenge tu hiyo like tunajua tu venye tunafanya kila mtu aumoke kwa hiyo industry. Juu tukiweza kufanya hivyo, nakwambia our culture, our communities, everything about us will just be amazing and awesome. And that's one of the beauty about music. But Watendawili maze, big shout out to you guys maze, you have been doing that thing since you left Sauti Sol, msiwai kufa raw. And if there's one thing I really pray for Watendawili is to get the flowers. No, not even to get. Mi sina flowers lakini ndo hizi flowers zenu napatia hapa. Cause you're just one of my favorite bands. And if there's one thing I love about the Kenyan music is the fact that we have so much talent that is not just unexplored, but it is not yet discovered. Lakini unajuanga wale wase wanakwaga wakika chini ati wanaka nyumbani tena ati mkiwa like room full of people, then wanaanza kuwachezea ngoma, then guys are like, hiyo ni ngoma gani? And that's how I usually am, and that's how I know some of my friends are like that, because Kenya music was dope and amazing music. But that's one of the bands you guys should look out for, and they have done so many interviews, going for so many events, gigs and all that, and these guys are just amazing. If you do not follow them, go and follow them in all their social channels, and if you haven't watched or listened to any of their projects, and amwasikize. There's so many other upcoming artists. I think I'm going to do a part 3 of this because there's so much to cover about this topic, and we need to realize that our Kenyan music is better than Afropop or Afrobeats. It's better than amapiano. It's better than bongo, and it's better than any other type of music that you listen to Africa, because Kenya is the cradle of all music in Africa. You hear that? Umesikia hiyo? Kenya is a cradle of all music in Africa, and that's a fact. Na ukitaka kama unadhani nacheza na wewe, enda tu Google, enda tu research on your own, and you'll come to realize why we've been fumbling that bag ever since. And with that, my people, this is the Atmost Entertainment Podcast. I hope you enjoyed yourself that like I do. I know there's so much I'm supposed to be covering, and maybe this one episode each week is a bit nini, but msijali, hiyo time ikikam hadi nyinyi mtakuwa mnatafuta tu kila wakati curious drop nini time, and that's how this podcast, that's my dream for this podcast. And with that, my people, will have a great weekend, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you have, just comment, share, like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be dropping an episode each week at Saturday at 9 a.m. for you guys, so that you can be able to keep up with the latest entertainment news and music.
Tunakula kwa kijiko, tunachanga tuma good vibes. Haba itajaza bila aibu. Islando, mambo, jambo, rambo kanambo. It's a beautiful life. Islando, mambo,